Hey, what's up, guys? So, I'm not sure if many of you know, but Marcellus Wiley was arrested a while ago on July 4th in Florida for domestic battery allegations involving his wife, Anne Marie. Authorities said his wife alleged that Marcellus threatened to kill her and physically poked her during an argument. He was later released on bond and has denied any wrongdoing. She also filed for divorce and sought a restraining order, accusing him of years of physical, sexual, and emotional abuse since 2012. Now, Marcellus has responded, also alleging that he has videos, texts, photos, and emails that contradict all her claims. He also claimed that Anne Marie engaged in misconduct during their marriage and some crazy story about how she placed a voodoo spell on him and his family. Now, I didn't cover this story when it happened because it was mere allegations and I just wanted to see how it played out. But that said, Emmanuel Acho, who had his own situation a couple years ago at Fox Sports with Joy Taylor and who Marcellus had been highly critical of during the scandal, decided to speak on the story. Okay, so I'm going to play you this clip of what Acho said because he went pretty hard. And a lot of people think this is karma for Marcellus because he was always outspoken about others and their personal lives.
May I?
Yes, you may.
May I? Yeah. May I?
All right.
In the back? Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody involved in this situation is dumb as hell. Let me preface with this. They would agree they're dumb as hell, by the way. Marcellus called me recently. I'll talk about that momentarily. Where is Marcellus dumb as hell? If your wife put a voodoo spell on your family, including the babies, not the babies, to stay with her is dumb as hell. If you caught your wife in the midst of repeated infidelity, to stay with her is dumb as hell. I believe Marcellus would agree with that. That's dumb as hell. It's moved. Where is Anne Marie? Dumb as hell. After getting kicked off of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she said, paraphrasing, I'm a proud black woman, married to an incredible black man that is an incredible father. That was circa 2024. But in 2012, Anne Marie says that Marcellus Wiley raped her, and she also alleges that Marcellus Wiley tried to shoot at a couple of her homegirls, yet proceeded to marry him in 2014. She also alleges that over the course of that marriage, she forgot about so many incidents of violence, and he has an unreported history of violence. So in 2024, you suggest that he's an incredible black man and an incredible father, but in 2012, you allege that he tried to rape you and shoot at two of your homegirls. So Anne Marie, dumb as hell. Both parties have acted at times dumb as hell. Far too many degrees to be that dumb. Now, what I do not like is involving the babies, not the babies, not the babies. Anne Marie's most recent Instagram post, picture of her and her 3 children. I'll always protect you all, this and that, came on my Explore page. So I get to scrolling, T, I'm interested. When's the last time you done posted the babies? I'll start scrolling. I don't see them. I see vacation picture here, pool picture here, drinking an Aperol Spritz here. I see you in your nurse uniform. But now when I gotta use these babies, I'm gonna post the babies. You don't post the babies. But now you wanna post the babies? Not the babies. Stop using the babies. Now, Marcellus, there are a couple things that could be at play here. Remember, a bank suggested Marcellus owes them $500,000. That's a lot of money, T. But Marcellus can't be this dumb as hell. Here's what's interesting. When you get divorced, a person that you divorce can take half of your assets, but also half of the liabilities. So there is a world in which Marcellus is not paying back loans that share Anne Marie's name, because if you finna take my money, oh, you finna take this debt too.
Yeah.
You ain't just finna take my bread and not take my debt. Marcellus, as he suggested, is down on a scoreboard right now. It's 14-0. It's 21 skunk. It might be 21-3. He went to Columbia. He's a smart man. But there is a world in which he's like, wait, if you finna get my bread, oh, you finna get this debt too. And maybe that is why we are starting to see these $500,000 loans pile up. I saw Marcellus 3 weeks ago at USC watching the track meet. Him and his wife was there. I saw him a month ago. We was at a Lot Trophy Award. I was speaking there at a little luncheon. He was there. I done seen the man. I done talked to him. He literally called me on vacation. We spoken. But as it stands right now, everybody involved, except for the babies, dumb as hell.
He ended up putting out the statement, started off by saying, I love my children with everything that I am. My highest priority has always been protecting them and preserving the relationship they have with both of their parents. That's how he started off the statement. Now, I don't know Marcellus Wiley. This isn't a personal shot and whatnot. Just maybe what from the outside looking in, it looks like. Looks like both of y'all are a little bit batshit crazy. And also, don't start off your statement by saying, I want to preserve the relationship that my children have with their mother and with me, and then go on to say that she was hooking up with her pregnant friend's husband and cheating on you and doing all sorts of crazy shit. That to me is insane. Like it's insane. It's just like I don't know how, like I'm sorry. Like I'm not. And I hate talking about people's personal lives, but like, bro, if you really want to preserve and protect, and I understand you have to put things out there from an allegations perspective, you could have left all that other bullshit out. To be honest with you, you could have just shut the fuck up. I don't know, bro. Like saying the stuff about her cheating and all this other stuff, bro. Just say, the things that have been said about me by my wife
but
are
Karen, you gotta
unfortunately untrue.
understand.
And like but he's putting
But
out
she
more and more drama.
assassinated his character, so
Assassinated.
it's
No,
like,
absolutely. So now
so
he's
it's like, okay,
assassinated.
I got to take a shot here and there.
Yeah,
Like,
yes. And I
it just
get
makes
that.
you feel better.
Yes.
Sure.
Like,
But do it
everybody
anymore, though, bro.
thinks she
I
this
don't
and
want to see
that.
that
But
shit.
here's the thing, though, Kieran, because T, look, this is what people don't realize. It was June 6th, 2026. I get a DM. And the DM simply is a video. And it reads, "Ain't that Marcellus's wife?" I say, "Holy bleep. Is this AI?" It's a true story. I'm not making this up. I was like, "Is this AI?" Acho, what the hell is the DM? I got a DM of Marcellus's wife at a party in Nigeria. Why I know? Because a Nigerian sent it to a Nigerian, sent it to me. She's at a party in Nigeria, kikiing, looking super flirtatious with somebody. So I'm like, oh. So now I'm like, oh, no, what's gonna go on? So I check her page, still look happily married. I see him a week later. No. I see him a week later. I see both of them. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? Then this happens. And Marcellus alleges, all of these things. And I'm like, Sel, if I knew your wife appeared to be cheating, then you knew your wife appeared to be cheating. And she was sloppy with it. So why you still with the woman, bro? So Marcellus hits me. Again, I told y'all he called me. So why Marcellus called me? He called me for several reasons, but one of which was, "Hey, Acho, do you have this video?" I go back to get the video. Remember, June 6th, 2026, I'm sending the video. The video's been deleted from the Instagram page. Make that make sense. So people covering tracks. Tracks are being covered in real time. So I say this all to say, T, like, the mistake I think Marcellus made is if you know your wife is cheating and put this voodoo spell on you, really, if you put this voodoo spell on you, like, what are we doing?
This shit wild, bro.
Bro, this is just, it's too much drama, bro. Like, to me, she was on what, The Real Housewives of
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills?
How did he know you had a video? You let him know.
So I said in this video, in my video that I dropped, I was like, somebody sent me through back channels a video of his wife.
Oh.
And like, so I already had been known what type of time it was, but I don't know what kind of relationship they got, so I'm not gonna send it to Marcellus.
Whoever sent it to you, I'm sure they got the video.
They sent to me from an IG page.
Oh, so
that IG page is deleted.
You would have had to have recorded the video
Correct.
from.
Meaning
okay,
either
yeah.
one of the parties who had vested interest, Anne-Marie, or whoever she was in the video with, hits that IG page
for
like,
sure.
I need this video to disappear.
Yeah.
Because you can't, Anne-Marie, try to sue or get a divorce in X, Y, and Z, but now we got this video.
But if you had that video deleted, you up to no good. Mm-hmm. You already up to no, like, you getting videos deleted? Because if it was innocent,
what need to be deleted for?
why is it getting deleted?
Correct.
So you already know you up to no good. Damn.
But here's the other thing, though. And it's to some degree, it's the problem for Marcellus is this, and it's similar to the Justin Tucker case, the Deshaun Watson case, to whatever the else case. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Just because there's smoke doesn't mean the fire's right there. But where there's smoke, there's fire. Marcellus has the charge from a 1994 Columbia student, then an ESPN production assistant, then somebody else alleged like he groomed him. He has like 7 to 9 charges of sexual X, Y, and Z. Then your wife comes out and does this.
But she's doing this because she knows, yes.
Of course.
Yes.
But here's the problem, though. You gave her a jar of paint and turned your back to her. Of course she was finna paint a target on your back.
Okay, so Acho didn't mince any words and just laid it all out there. And I've always been curious what their friendship dynamic was since they co-hosted a show together, but have suddenly taken shots at each other over the years. Well, more so Marcellus. I don't think Acho has really said much up until now. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comments section below.